So guys, welcome to another gardening video on my channel. Today we're gonna be doing one of my favorite videos to do, which is going through the garden, you know, giving you some ideas, giving you some hacks, showing you what's growing, show you what's not growing. I hope you enjoy. I hope it is helpful. Let's do what it gotta do. So as a surprise, we have some pomegranate. So we have some of the new growth, and you can see it's looking beautiful. Before it was just sticks, you could just see the brown sticks, and now we have some leaves. You can tell that the spring is coming and that the growth is starting to happen. So yeah, we have some more new growth for the pomegranate, which is lovely. So staying in the same section, we have some cabbage. This is the Chinese chihili. We have some of it growing. I'm probably going to need to transplant these. These were actually the ones that I actually transplanted, and they're doing perfectly fine. They're doing good, you know, they're surviving. And then even here, I have to show you, we have some lettuce, you know. There's some lettuce. These I think were also eaten by the rat, so they're actually surviving and they're starting to show up again, so which is really great. And then also the spinach. So we have a spinach here and we have a spinach over there. So both of them are actually doing better now. These were also eaten by the rat. So I know spinach, they will still come back, they will still do what they need to do. So yeah, we're still having a lot more success with the spinach, you know. Then moving straight along, we have some more cabbage. So you can see here, we have some cabbage again. We have some more cabbage over there, you know. Over here we have some more cabbage, and then we have some cabbage here. I told you that I wanted to grow some cabbage. We have some more cabbage there. We have another cabbage over there. We have, these are flowers. Guys, I'm not gonna tell you which variety of flowers I have. If you can tell me which ones that I have, I'll give you kisses on the cheeks, please. Then we have another cabbage over here. So you can see that this here, oh wait, then we have some more cabbage over here as well. So you can see here, it's just going to be filled with a bunch of cabbage, and that's the plan that I have for the garden, right? For this patch of the garden. With the spinach, we have some more spinach, and here we have, oh, you see this flower? This flower has been doing so well throughout winter. It's been the shining light this whole time. It's been the shining light. It's been doing so well in the garden. So we have some spinach here. Again, most of the spinach were eaten, but now they're starting to be revived again. And then we also have another flower that's growing, right? Tell me in the comments, tell me what it is. Tell me what it is, okay? Then we have some of the sage. So the sage, I'll probably cut these back just so that we can get more crops. But I think also with it, even without me cutting them, and you can see Mash likes them, but you can see that there's some new growth, so that should be good. And yeah, it's still, you can still smell it as well. So yeah, no, the sage doing perfectly fine. Then we have some more lettuce. So here, these are the tall growing crops, and then here would be the lettuce underneath, because most of the time lettuce really likes these tall growing crops, which is beans, peas, such, and also tomatoes as well. So again, the lettuce were really eaten by the rat, so it looks like now there's new growth and they're coming back again. Let's just see with this one. So you see there's new growth as well. I think I just need to give it some more time, and I know that they will soon pop up again, and they will be fresh like nothing ever happened. Then a nice surprise that I saw in the garden was that we have some peas. You know, some peas are growing, and this one actually we grew with my cousin. With my little cousin, we grew some peas. I asked her to help me with the peas. So this is her peas. I'm gonna tell her that the peas are growing, and they're growing so nicely. Then also over here, I've planted some beans, And then also here we planted some more beans as well to accompany the peas that are going to be over here. Also, at some point in this patch, I want to have another trellis and then also have some tomatoes growing in this patch alongside that that trellis. So on this patch as well, we have the spinach, and the same story is with the spinach, that you know the rat was eating most of it. We have a bunch of spinach, but I also want to grow some more spinach here. I want to grow some Swiss chard. I want to grow some more Swiss chard over here, so that in the gaps we have some more, because we do eat a lot. You can see that there's it's been chewed a lot by the rat, but you can see that there's still new growth that is happening, which is great and good to see. So the plants are actually not dead themselves, you know, they just maybe took a bit of a backdraw. Then here we have the root crops. So here we have some root crops. We have carrots here, and also on this side we have some beetroot, and then here we have some radish. So you know how much I like the radish already. The radish, the fastest growing crop the world did seen. We have already some growth over here. We have some growth even there. We have some growth over here. So it's just really now starting to grow. I would just say with the root crops, do not transplant any of them. Just leave them as they are. Try and grow them from seed. Yeah, they don't really like to be transplanted out. Still have some carrots over here. Probably need to check how well they are doing so that I can start harvesting. And then over here, so here I'm sure you're wondering, where is the compost heap, right? The compost is gone. It's completely in here now. It's completely immersed in here. We've basically integrated it with the soil, and you can see now that this is ready to be planted. So here I've already planted some pumpkin, and then once spring comes around, we're gonna grow some corn. So we're gonna grow a bunch of corn, because pumpkin and corn like to grow together. Something about the nitrogen, you know, science. Science, they like the nitrogen fixing the corn and the you know what I'm talking about. Then we have some here, we have potatoes, and these ones are from the house. These are all rotten potatoes that we had, or old potatoes that are now, that I've just dug up and then put into the garden. So yeah, basically this is what's happening in this patch, and you can see there's a balance. Here are the root crops, all of the root crops, and then the spinach all together. You know, I'm trying my best to create a ecosystem of plants so that, you know, everything kind of gets along with each other. I obviously need to integrate more plants, more flowers, so that I have more pollinators. Let me show you this guy, the comfrey. So the comfrey, a very nice crop to have, just adds a lot of nutrients back into the garden. This digs deep into the ground. Can't really take it out anymore because the roots are that deep. So yeah, we have some comfrey. Before I end the garden, I want to just do a little bit of a reflection on how the garden has been growing from the spring till the summer till autumn and then winter. It was actually a very good growing season. Spring was really nice. We had a lot of growth. We had everything growing. The spinach was doing great. We had a lot of things. We had the peas, we had corn. We had different colored corn. We had so many beautiful things, you know. Radish. Radish, I think, was the star of the show. I think radish was really the one that took my heart. I think that one really showed me something new, and I'm never going back. Honestly, that one was great. Then we had the peas. I also had some peas where that one actually showed a new method of how to harvest peas, and that basically you cut them when they're still very young, or you harvest the peas when they're still very young, and that makes them continue to grow. So even in the spring, the grapes started doing really well as well. The grapes started to really pop up. I'm really hoping for the actual grapes themselves to start producing. That will be a great time. Then summer was around. Summer wasn't, you know, I think everything was still growing at that time. The corn was still growing, the spinach was still growing, and we actually grew purple beans. We grew yellow beans and we grew purple beans. That was also a win, a success. That was really, really cool. Also, just to grow that. So I think this season was really the season of growing different varieties, different types of crop. And you know, I love the different crops, so I'm going to continue growing that. Oh, the tomatoes. The tomatoes didn't do too well. They didn't do too well, the tomatoes. But I think that was because we grew them next to the corn. So that was a lesson that we learned in terms of where to grow, which companion plants do well with each other. Then autumn came across. We harvested some broccoli, which was great. We harvested some corn, which was amazing because it was the first time that I grew corn. Spinach was, you know, it kept on growing and growing. So yeah, no, we had a really good growing season. Then autumn, I think autumn, winter, we had some lettuce. The lettuce grew really well. I was so happy with the germination rate. Then obviously the rat came and everything kind of started again. We basically had to start all over again, which, I mean, it's all part of the growing, you know, it's all part of growing. Sometimes you have to hit the rock bottom and you just bounce back. You bounce back. Yeah, if you guys remember anything else, maybe I missed something, but I really enjoyed, I have to say, as a totality, I really enjoyed the season. It was a really good season for me, I would say. Just towards the end, it was a bit of a letdown. But again, ups and downs, smiles and frowns, we go. So I'm really looking forward to spring. You know, in about 2 weeks, things are already starting to grow. Really looking forward to it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was helpful. I'll see you guys next week. I love you all. Love, peace, and grow every single day.